In this video, you will learn how to explore your dataset using bar graphs and box plots. Hi, I'm Professor KK, your own Stata professor. Do you want to learn Stata but do not know where to start? Are you afraid of its commands? Do you think that it is too difficult? Then you are watching the right video series. I am going to teach you Stata easily, quickly, and without tears using its extensive menu system. This is Introduction to Stata using menus in 28 lessons. We will continue working with our previous do file and data file. You can find links to both of these in the description below. You can use these two files to follow along. This dataset that we are using is about households. We open the do file and then we open the data file from the do file. We have learned these things in previous lessons. Today, we will first create a bar chart. The bar chart dialog box is in the graphics menu. We go to the graphics menu and then click on the bar chart item close to the top of the menu. This opens up the graph bar dialog box. This dialog box looks quite intimidating with lots of options and fields. This is because this same graph bar command can be used to create several different types of bar graphs in Stata. But we will stick to the basics today, therefore we do not need so many bells and whistles. We want to create a bar chart of graph of percent of frequencies within categories, therefore we will first select that. Then we have to select the variable that will define the categories or groups. To do that, we have to first go to the categories tab and then we have to activate the group 1. Within group 1, we select the variable sector as the grouping variable. Whether a household lives in the rural sector or in the urban sector is stored in this variable. Therefore, this variable has only two values, rural and urban. For now, we do not have any other level of categorization, so we do not need to activate either group 2 or group 3. We are now ready to create a very basic bar graph of frequencies, but we will add a few modifications. We can add a title for the chart by going to the titles tab and then typing some meaningful title in the title field. For now, we will just type, "This is our first bar chart." We can also color the bars black. For that, we need to go to the bars tab and then select bar for variable 1 and press on the edit button. Within the edit button, we will change the fill color to black and also the outline color to black as well. After that, we click on accept. Once we have clicked on the accept button, the graph bar dialog box reappears and we can now press on the submit button. This creates our first bar chart. If we now look at the results pane, we can see that the main part of the command is graph bar. The rest of the command line comes after the comma, therefore those are options. The first option over determines how many bars we have. The variable sector has two values, rural and urban. Therefore, we have 2 bars of relative frequencies. The option bar added the color black to these bars and the option title added the title at the top of the chart. The vertical axis shows the relative or percentage frequencies and the horizontal axis shows the categories. We now copy this graph command from the history pane to our do file for record. Let's now create a box and whisker plot for one of the continuous variables that we have in our dataset. We have the variable serial 30 in our dataset, which stores the values of consumption of cereal by each household. We will construct a box plot for this variable. The box plot dialog box is in the same graphics menu. So we go to the graphics menu and then click on the box plot item. This activates the graph box dialog box. Once we go to the graph box dialog box, we will select the variable serial 30 in the variables field and then press submit. This creates a basic box plot for the variable serial 30. As you can see, there are a lot of values of this variable which are relatively very large, while majority of the values are bunched together well below 1000. The color of the box and the boundaries can be changed by going to the boxes tab in the graph box dialog box and then going to box for variable 1 and then pressing on edit. But we are not doing that right now. An interesting analysis might be to compare the distribution of consumption of cereals in rural and urban areas. To create a graph that can help us to do this analysis, we go to the Categories tab and then again activate the Group 1 and grouping variable and then select the sector as the grouping variable. After that, we press Submit. This creates a box plot for the rural and urban sectors separately. Now, these two box plots have been created in the same color. If we want to create them in different colors, then we have to go to the Options tab and then select Treat First Category Grouping as Y variable. Then we press Submit again. And Stata creates the two boxes in two different colors. Once we have created these box plots, we can go to the History pane, copy the latest box plot command from there and paste it in the do file for future use. There you have it. In just a few minutes, you have learned how to visually explore your dataset using bar chart and box plots. In the next lesson, we will learn about correlation and scatter plots. So stay tuned. If you like these videos but have not yet subscribed to my channel, then consider subscribing, hit the like button and the notification icon. Also consider sharing these videos within your network so others can learn as well. And as always, keep learning. Thank you for watching.